Okay, hello YouTube. Here, last game here, we are against IMU, another one of the top OP13 list, OP13 decks. So yes, exciting lineup this week. Let's see. Here's the list I'm running. Same list. So we can fast forward a little bit. This video is gonna be pretty long. So opponent won the dice roll here, so he obviously will be going second. In this matchup, the Big Mom Pirates event is not very useful, I would say. He does not have any base 6k power bodies in the early game, so I will not be able to ram 2. But I still have backup ram in case I miss my normal ram. Okay, but here IMU is doing his IMU things. Picks up one blocker on block draw 1 and one Saturn, the searcher. Right, filling up his grave nicely. Double search on turn 1. Okay, back to me. Cannot really high roll because you don't get the double ram, but it's okay. We just ram once per turn. The standard Roger ram curve. Okay, in this game you'll see me taking a lot of life very liberally in the early game before I hit my 7k base power. I think that is the right move against IMU. You don't want to be wasting your 1k counters against 5k hits when in the late game 1k counter can guard against a 9k hit. So yes, in this game I will be making a big blunder in the final turns again. Professional game thrower. But otherwise, it should be pretty theory. So yes, as I was saying, 5k hits will be taken. Okay, opponent passes with 1 dawn up. And we will assume that that's an event counter. So yep. Here, for the ram, is either Oden blocker or bullet, 3-cost bullet. Playing Oden blocker here is kind of a waste because against IMU he can just discard. He plays the blocker that bombs and he can just bomb your Oden blocker. Okay, so here I ram twice, and the reason for that is because I have a new gate in my hand, Ever New Gate 9-cost Whitebeard. So by ramping twice this turn, I can play it next turn and bring myself up to 9k base. Because if I only ram once with the Oden blocker, I will not be able to play out the Whitebeard, and I'll be 1 tempo behind, which is not good. Yeah, so by double ramping, I accelerate my curve by 1 turn, which is, yes, very good. What you would like to see. So yes, 5k, no scared, just eat. Okay, interesting thing about opponent, he already throw away 2 of his 4k counter events. Okay, we eat again. Okay, that's a good card to be seeing against the IMU matchup. You want as many of the buff leader big bodies as possible. Okay, yes, as I mentioned, he plays down the blocker that bombs. Another interesting thing is he throws another 4k event counter out. So that's already 3 out. Okay, yes, we are in theory 9k base hits leader. The Bartholomew blocker is actually pretty good. You can play 3+3 on 6. The stage 3 plus Bartholomew 3, which is what he did. It's a pretty strong 6 don turn by IMU. He's able to soak up my 10k hit with just the Bartholomew. 8 don turn by opponent. Decides not to use stage to play down the Peter, Saint Peter. Just stacks 4 don and sets up the Norse Juro to potentially double minus my new gate and take it out. But here we do not really care if he takes out our body. Serial. The play is just to play Shanks. If you are that will be the last 4k counter event, which is great. He burned through so many so quickly. Then yes, I will decide to swing here because by him stacking Dawn and taking out my new gate here, it's actually good for me because I get to trade my new gate body for hand resources. And also it kind of like delays his pressure by 1 turn, because this turn he'll spend most of it into my 9 beard. I'll use it to soak his pressure, conserve my resources, and use the another turn to stack up like more Shanks or more 9k face buffers. So yes, here we successfully set up 1 Shanks before he dropped his 10 cost Elder. So we are in theory at the moment. This is ideal move for Roger, I am pretty sure. Okay, he assembled the 5 Elders. IMU doing IMU things. So against IMU, their plays will always involve the stage. The stage plus the 10 cost Elder will be 4 don. So they usually have 6 don to play with. And depending on how much don they want to leave up for event counter, they will have less to attach to their bodies. So you as a Roger player, you should play around that, because that dictates how many total attacks they will have. So let's see, our new gate here is already -2 from the previous Norse Juro. It's about to get -2 again. It just depends on how big he wants to hit it with. This is 9k. No, 8k. 8k to my 6k new gate we give. Stacks the remaining onto leader and swing. Okay, no problem. It gives me another Shanks off the life and 1 off the top deck. Okay, so now we have 3 Shanks. So yes, we set up the double Shanks formation against IMU here. Double Shanks formation means that his bodies will be 5k, inclusive of the Saint Peter buff. So every hit will require 2 don to ask for 1k guard. So combining with the fact that every turn he uses 4 don to spawn back 5 elders, every hit is requires 2 don and leader requires 1 don. So with 2 Shanks, the max number of attacks he can hit will be 3 if he wants to spawn back 5 bodies. 1 attached to leader, 2 attached to 2 bodies each, so 2-2-1, and leave 1 active. That's for 7-7-7, 3 cards. So we have 4 cards with counter in our hand. So we can full guard out his turn this turn without taking damage. It will cost us 3 out of 4 of our counter cards. If he decides to go all face here, so yeah, he needs to attach 2 Dawn to ask for 1k counter. Okay, he decides not to. He just swings blank for now. Swings blank, minus 2k off one of the shanks. Oh wait, he takes back, considering his moves. Okay, plays down a Searcher. I think the only reason you play a Searcher here is if you don't have the 10 cost Elder. Because the Searcher is kind of a -1. In this situation, of course. Because he could have just used his leader effect to eat one of his bodies, but instead he plays down the Searcher and he has to eat the Searcher instead. Okay, so he used 1 Dawn. He have to use 4 Dawn for the stage plus 10 cost Elder. So he have 5 remaining Dawn. Depending on how much Dawn he wants to leave up, his maximum hit will I assume will be into shanks. If he wants to take out 1 shanks, it will be like 10k into 8k. 3k counter. I will probably let it go actually. Conserve the 3k counter in my hand. Use the shanks to soak up pressure again. Okay, but this one cannot let go. 1k counter. Let's see how our opponent wants to play it. You can fast forward a bit. This will be 7k. 5 plus 2 buff minus 2 buff plus 2 Dawn, 7k. 1k counter into leader minus 2k off one of the shanks. So he used 4 Dawn now, and he will be using another 4 Dawn to play out the elders. 2 active Dawn left. 2 active Dawn will be 7k, not enough to touch shanks anymore. So I'm assuming he will just be going face here with the rush nostril. Okay, spawn back 5 elders. Yes, search 4. Picks up another 10 cost elder. Okay, chooses not to swing. He wants to leave Dawn up for a counter event. So yeah, we are in a great spot now. The double shanks formation is solid. And we are about to drop another one. Triple shanks formation should not be losable from this point onwards. Either that or I could play the 8 cost Roger, which is it guarantees that I don't die next turn, but the odds of me dying next turn without playing the Roger is pretty low anyways. So I can opt for the extra rush body. Cause he has 2 blockers, he can always soak up 2 of my hits, but playing another rush body is stacks up the pressure on my opponent. Especially when I'm so ahead. The play would be to push my advantage before my opponent can like outvalue me with his free blockers and free hits every turn. So yes, we set up the triple shanks formation here. Yep, 12. Okay, with 3 shanks formation, if opponent wants to spawn back his elders, it will cost 4 Dawn, right? Opponent will be left with 6 Dawn. 1 attached to leader, swing 7, 5 Dawn. He cannot... With 3 Shanks, his base power of his elders will be 4. So he needs 3 Dawn to attach. He'll be at 5 active Dawn if he decides to swing with leader plus play 10 cost elder. So max number of hits is 2. Yeah, so that's the power of triple Shanks formation. IMU only can hit you 2 times. But yes, it must be pretty tough to play as IMU from this spot. Yeah, opponent is considering here. If he swings me big, I can take the life. If I have enough to guard his all-in from his another body, I take the life, activate my 10 Roger, and he's cooked basically. 3 Shanks on board plus 1 Roger coming down hot. IMU should not be able to guard that, especially since he showed me 4 of his 4k event counters already. So that's, if he decides to swing here, he's opening himself up to Roger Lethal. But at the same time, he don't know what is in my hand. Maybe it's all blank, and he can decide to take the risk here. But yeah, 7 plus 4 here is 11. I need 5k counter in my hand. 5k counter in my hand to eat this IMU hit and guarantee lethal. But let's see. He does not commit to it. He is still considering. Let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, empty swing into minus 2k off of Shanks. Okay, 4 Dawns to spawn back his elders. One of the Shanks is currently at 10k body right now. Searcher deciding on what he wants to pick up. Let's see. Picks up a 3k event counter. Okay, swing empty hit with the Nazjuro, and this will be 11k into 8k. My hand at the moment, if I want to guard this hit into my Shanks, so I will have to give up both of my 2k counters, which is not worth. Definitely we just let it go at this point. So now we are back down to double Shanks formation. So here we're still in a commanding lead position. We just have to not throw this lead and the game is in the bag. But as you know from the title, I threw the lead somehow. Okay, what possible plays we can make at this point? 10 cost debuff Roger. This is more likely than not wrong, because when you play this, you minus 3 Dawn and you close yourself off from Rush Roger next turn, which is yeah, opponent can just stall up with blockers and 1 turn kill me, or slowly widow me out or anything. So yes, this card kind of bad. Probably will be taking it out from my deck. So out. 8 cost promo Roger, buff my face to 9k. This will guarantee me live another turn. But the only problem with that is he can deny me from activating my 10 Rush Roger by not going live. He can chase my 10 Shanks again, and I might lose 1 more body. Especially now, since I don't have triple Shanks formation, only double Shanks formation. His bodies will be at 5k base. 2 Dawn can ask for 1k counter, which means yeah, if I play this, my face will be 9k. He he just chase my one shanks, deny me my last life here. Then next turn he wait for my face to go back down to 7k and then he can rush me down. He might have an opening to win the game if I play this 8 Roger. So to me, the best play would be this 10 Roger here. You play this down, you set it up. If he doesn't give me my life, I can eat it with my 2k Sanji. So either ways, by playing this, you will have it active, even if he denies you or not. The only thing is whether he can go for lethal by me not leaving any dawn up and not buffing my face. So let's see here. If he splits two-way, it will be 5 by 6, 10 by 11. 10k is 4k counter, I have 10k, so two-way doesn't kill me. Three-way, he splits three-way will be 3, 4. 8k, 9k, 9k. 8k, 9k, 9k, I need to guard 2. At 7k base, I got 8k and 9k. I have it in my hand. Even if this shift is a blank, he split 3-way, I can guard. Is there a 4-way split? 1 to leader, 2, 2, 2. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 to leader, 3, 3, 3. So 7, 8, 8, 8. I need to guard 3 hits, which is, yes, can guard lah. 7, 8, 8, 8. So either ways, playing this 10 Roger, I will be able to guard out. So yes, the play will be to play out this 10 cost Roger. Skip. Opponent does not have lethal, just to remind you. Even if I grid and don't play the buff my body one, opponent does not have lethal. So yes, from this spot, according to my calculations, I am alive. But yes, let's see what happens. Attach 3 down to leader. 6 plus 3, 9. 9k. 9k by 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5, 12. 9k by 12k. This I'm holding 3k counter here. If I don't guard this 9k, I will have to guard 12k, which is 6k, and I have 5k counter in my hand. But I thought this was only 4k base, because I for some reason I still thought I had triple shanks formation. So yes, I miscounted. I thought I could eat this hit and guard out his remaining hit, which is there was no reason for me to eat in the first place. I just autopiloted and donated my opponent the win. Okay, yes. End up I got punished by my blank life. It was not enough. 5k, 12k to 12k, 1k short. GG. Brain farted at the end. Unlucky. Better luck next week, I guess.